What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Energy. We're back with another banger. Alright, anything that is not of the Most High must leave immediately. So, we are going to see what Spirit has for us this morning. The video will be good for whenever you're finding it, just like all the other videos. If you know, you know. Spirit cut me off of my wake and bake. I gotta wake and contemplate, wake and integrate, wake and facilitate. Okay, so, okay, that's cool. Different times calls for different measures. The end of times, the end of days. I just made a post because I used to knock on y'all doors, especially if you're from the D. Anywhere in Detroit, all over, Canton, Michigan, Plymouth, Michigan, Northfield, as far as suburbs go. Where else? Mostly Detroit, though. As far as suburbs, that's about it when I was out there. But mostly in the city. I was knocking on your doors because I truly believe that you needed to get a message before the end of times. And it resonated, you know. It wasn't just because my parents forced me to. At some point, especially when I came back later in my years, I came back. I left when I was like 16 from the Jehovah's Witness organization, ran away from home, went to college, went off to live my life elsewhere. Okay, came back around 30 and left again about 33. And I left at 33 for good. Like, I was really done at that point in time. But yeah, I made up my own mind to do it. So I genuinely believe that the Jehovah's Witness organization provided safety. And that is true. What they don't tell you is they condition you to always need that safety and to not be able to find that safety within yourself, so that you will go out into the world and you will experience or run up against or see the evidence of the things that they already put in your mind to be afraid of in the first place. And that's how they do the whole entire world. But this organization has helped me to understand things on a grand scheme because it's the same thing. And the rulers of this world rule that organization. So, you know, all of these different corporations and all of these different levels of control, you can find the thread and how it works. You can find it down to probably something that was part of your upbringing. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I went back because I genuinely thought that I was helping people, and I do feel as if some people I helped, but there were other people who were just fine in their lives, and they just had open minds, and it just felt good for them to exchange information. They liked information. And so what I'm realizing now is what we were preaching, what I was trying to tell people, what felt like an urgency, it's already happening. I was talking about it as if it was, you know, off in the future, but actually it's happening right now. Armageddon is right now. It's any time that you are having a division between your heart and your mind, the separation between your heart and your mind. You cannot move wisely. A wise mind is domination and control over your mind and your heart. It's also the integration of what your mind is telling you, the clarity of your mind, and how your heart is feeling and guiding you. Okay? It's the two together. So anytime there's a separation, there's a sword there that's keeping you separated. And a lot of times it's going to be your intuition. It's going to be your throat chakra, something you have not said to others, said to yourself. Something that you're not hearing or listening to that is getting in the way of how you feel and what you think. Okay? So, I don't know who need to hear that, but maybe we all do. So, alright, now let's get to it. Let's get to it. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. If I didn't say that already. Can't say it too many times. It's, necessary all the time. Alright. We got the piggy bank, right? Penny pinching, financial struggles, saving up, and budgeting. What do we have here? Let's see. Why your tail that way? We have knocked up in reverse. Oh, so somebody here, I don't want to get into who, and I don't want to get into why, but there is something, someone, some upbringing, some indoctrination, some person, some entity, some family group, some friend group, some hater somewhere that wanted you to stay in a poverty mindset. They wanted you or intended for you to be in struggle mode. This is someone who sowed a seed or put a curse or just spoke really negatively about you, about your spending habits, about how you make your money, what you do with your money, how you spend your money, how you budget or don't budget. And they intended for that to take root in you. They intended to see that flourish and to become your reality. It's knocked up in reverse. It was rejected. Likely this is a snake in your life. And instead of taking this, we're going to get a little raw here. Instead of taking this astral or energetic sperm, you took their head. Okay? So I feel as if this person fed you what not to do. It could have been their experience. It could have been what you really went through with this individual. But it fed you, it fed your spirit, and it fed your mind of what not to do. So it didn't hit you. It did not manifest. You did not carry the seed of doubt that this person, or the negative seed that this person tried to put in you. You did not, or put upon you. You did not. You rejected it. Your spirit rejected it. Your life rejected it. You did not accept it as your truth. It is not your truth. Good for you. What else? I do feel like it helped you though. It helped you to be probably more cautious or more discerning, or even just better with money than you would have been originally. Not saying you were ever bad in the first place, but you're even better now because of whatever this person tried to put down or say about you. Fed up. Over it, not having it, and frustrated. That's probably them, because whatever they tried to do to you, it didn't work. I haven't even got to the cards, y'all, but I feel like this is one of those where you was like, yeah, no, let's see how they like it in the streets, and you sent that shit back, and you didn't know, but that shit went right. The spirit was like, oh no, honey, that's not for anybody. That's going right back to the fucking person that sent it. That's where it's going. Why is it getting so raw? This must be somebody here that is nasty. They have a nasty spirit and a nasty attitude, because spirit And I know spirit is raw. Everything out here comes from God. God created everything. Bad, good, it doesn't matter. God is allowing it. God is allowing it. He's trying to see which human beings can uproot and change their own lives so that they can have the life they came here for. He's blessing the ones that are deciding to change their lives and to become better or become more because they fucking want to. Not because somebody else told you to or how to do it, but because it's genuinely in your spirit and in your heart. Anyway, this is what I heard. This is as if somebody was trying to do a back shot on you and it bounced right off of your back and into their eye or into their mouth. Do you know how for a hetero male, so this must be a masculine, a male, do you know how demeaning, do you know how emasculating that would be for a hetero male? I don't know who this person is, but that's how spirit feels about them. It was not supposed to just go anywhere. You know how they say, oh, sow your, what is it? Be fruitful and become many. That's not always about literally having a baby. This is about sowing seeds of your truth everywhere. What is you? What you want to see outwardly. What you want to see manifest. The kind of people, the kind of situations, the happiness, the joy, the comfort, the satisfaction, the generosity, the integrity, the kindness, the honesty, the things that you want to see. And so I'm not just talking to a literal male, because females as well, but you have a masculine energy. And it is built upon the ego of like the archetype of a man. The feminine energy, the archetype of a woman. So something is about the masculine energy and how you sow these seeds out into your universe, into your world, because you want to see it flourish. Whatever this is. Oh, for some of you, it's a whole group. Why spirit? Okay, it's not all white men, but there is a group. There's a group. It might be 8 of them sitting at a fucking table. And there may be one black man there or one minority there. And you know how they do that and why they do that, right? But there are rulers. You have some of you, this is not a person. It's so much bigger than that. These are individuals, rulers, secret societies, covens, okay? Yeah. Anyway, this is what they want to see. This is what, I guess that is what they're supposed to be doing. I know for sure that the Organization of Jehovah's Witnesses, yeah, y'all come for me, I'll come for you. Quit fucking with me. Quit fucking with me. And then I won't have shit to say about how y'all do things. I don't even think about y'all unless y'all fuck with me. But the mindset, literally to go to Bethel, which is what I was raised. All children are raised to idolize Bethel. And you can look it up if you're interested. But it's the headquarters of Jehovah's Witness organization. And you get to work and live there for free. It's sold to you as, kind of like a monastery, okay? Or you could be a nun, whatever. Something like that. It's where you are in servitude to your God. It is the highest honor, typically, that a member could become, okay? To serve at Bethel, to really devote your life to pushing out all of their indoctrination, all of those books, all of those watchtowers that you see. There are people who are working and doing that work for free. It really is magical, the kind of camaraderie and unity and community that they have created there is very loving and all of this. I don't have any issue with the people. My issue is with those 8 men. And it is 8 of them. So I don't know if this is specifically for Jehovah's Witness organization, but there could be something significant about the number 8. And a lot of these secret societies may move that way. This one is exposed because everything is supposed to be openly exposed. Although one of the things that they do not openly expose is the fact that it is ran by the Freemasonry. Okay. They actually would seem as if they're on the total opposite side, and they push against it because Freemasonry is about politics, the industry, things like that. the occult. Okay, it's all of the things that are not supposed to be a part of the Jehovah's Witness organization, no part of the kingdom of God, but that's who they're ran by. The people are blinded. My family blinded, can't see. I was too at one point in time. Like I told you, I wanted to be in Bethel too. But anyway, my point is that you have to sign a literal document. It's a vow of poverty. Now, the masses, they also, for the most part, they are congratulated and idolized within the congregation if they live very small, mediocre lives. If they do not go for the green, if they don't go for the money, if they don't go for the fancy things. So I had both sides in my life. Well, I have 3 sides in my life. My mother's side and my stepmother's side. My stepmother's side, they went for the money. They went for more of the flashy things. And so they were not treated like other witnesses who put God first, the organization first. My dad's side chose the organization, they chose God, they chose poverty, and they took, what do you call that? They felt respected because of that choice, okay? Because they did it for God, right? So I had that part in my life. And then my mother, my actual birth mother, her side, they chose the money, but they also chose to do something that I did when I was 30, which is become a regular pioneer. So that is, that's the highest level of honor that you can get as just a member of the congregation when you are not going to go to Bethel. When you have a family to take care of, okay, you're still giving. That means you work full-time for God, for the organization, and you also work full-time for your family. You don't have to, like my dad's side of the family, they don't work full-time. Never have. All of them typically work part-time or as little as possible in order to fully do the work of the Lord. Okay? My mother's side, they balanced it both out. They're going to go get that money. They live in nice big houses. They have nice ass cars. They eat luxury. That's how I even got to experience more is my mother's side of the family. They're all about the money, but they're also simultaneously all about God. And so they get a recognition from the people who want to see those flashy things and they wish they could, but they feel guilty to do it because your soul is signed to poverty. If you join that organization, it will happen. It will happen. But anyway, they got both sides. Anyway, what I want to say is it's all in there. But this could be for you, the way it's resonating for me as an organization, an entity, some kind of something from your upbringing, okay? Religious organization or something like that. But I don't know what it is that you're doing, but you're stressing them the fuck out because you may have been a big part of their plan. And now you have detached, you are rejecting what it is that they have, like they put a lot of work into the children. A lot of work into the children. I could go so deep about that. Maybe I'll start back. I used to make videos about the Jehovah's Witness organization when I first started my channel. It started off with my mental health journey, and then I kind of just moved on to getting out of the Jehovah's Witness organization. Then I got married and I had a family and blah, 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 blah. And it ended up with tarot. And I still talk about it a little bit, but I kind of feel like it's coming back up and maybe I need to talk about it. So we'll do a separate reading about that. But anyway, that energy is coming through really strong here. That it has to do with, because the thing about them, one last thing, the children in the children's videos, they're teaching them about the Bible. They're instilling Bible truths. But a lot of it has that monarch butterfly. And I don't know if you guys know about the monarch butterfly, but a lot of it is used, they call it MK Ultra. It's a mind, it's like a brainwashing tool. And they do this, they start early with the children because the children will grow up to be adults. They are very wise in how they pretty much use their strings to attach. You know, the grown-ups are going to do what they're going to do. Either they're in or they're not. They are going for your kids. They want your kids. So, you were one of those children. You likely were exposed to every tool in every way that would pretty much keep you from ever straying too far or never coming back. So somebody is escaping from some kind of indoctrination, or way of living, an entity. Because the entity can follow you. It can come through in other people. It can scare the daylights out of you and send you right back where the fuck you came from. I literally, this is why I said I don't know if they coming for me. Because I have literally had to say in my home out loud, I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming back to the Kingdom Hall. I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming back to the Kingdom Hall. It's a hell nah. Because the thought came into my mind, and I was thinking about my son, and I was like, you know what? No. Hell no. And that's why I say I probably have to do a whole video to explain why it would be that adamant, because I can see all of the value that it would have in my life. And honestly, I was at a period of time where I was looking at the people in my life and how they're not showing up in the roles that I really want for my child. And I was like, it's fine. I give gratitude. I give thanks. I get down on my knees because I'm playing all these roles, but I'm wondering where the fuck are these people and why these people don't play these roles. Why, like, I'm thankful though. I'm thankful because I'm playing these roles and it's easy for me to do it. But why? When I could just go to the Kingdom Hall and instantly get all of what it is that is like what I'm thinking in my mind, I wouldn't have to say a damn thing. It would just be. It would just be. And I just thought of how, like, I just kept trying to work it in my mind, like, maybe we could go, but I don't have to be like my family was. I don't have to be super devout, I could just, go in and out like some people do with church. You just go on Sundays when you feel like it. You want to, just a little bit of God. But it don't work like that for me. And it's because of my upbringing. I was so indoctrinated, heavily indoctrinated. And so when I go back, I can't, it gets into my energy, it gets into my heart, it gets into my spirit, it gets into my mind. I always change. But I change in a way that is not my authenticity. It's like becoming who they created me to be only. And it takes away who I truly am. So that freedom is why I left. Freedom is why I left. I live my life. A lot of people, if I told them I was Jehovah's Witness right now, they would probably believe me. Besides the smoking, that's the only thing that anybody would be like, oh no, not if you smoke. You can't smoke no ganja. You can't smoke nothing, but that's the only thing I do. But it's kind of like, other than that, you would probably think that I still was a Jehovah's Witness for real, especially as much as I talk about God and how we live our lives and talking to God all the time. like, yeah, the tarot too, but anyway, point made. All right, so I was just like, but hell no. Yeah, see, and this is the devil energy here. This is kinky ways in this deck, but this is not this does not have a sexual connotation to it. I do feel as if someone's situation here, I don't know what that is, but there was like a sexual, a lot of these secret societies and cults and things like that, that's how they move. They operate through sexual energy. Because that's the most tempting thing to get you down to the ground. That's how they pull you down into lower vibrational energies. So while you're feeling good and feeling free and feeling sexy and, feeling whatever, satiated and all of that, you are unaware of all of the other attacks that were already primed and ready for you. It's just a low vibrational energy. So you have to be very aware when you are there, and you have to know where that energy came from. If it didn't come from within you, or there's nobody in front of you that brought you down into that energy, you better have your sword out, because there's a reason why you were pulled there. This is energetic spiritual warfare. All right, and if you're not there yet, it's okay. But this is what I'm getting here. So there is something about that they use. And I wouldn't be surprised if it got something to do with Jehovah's Witness organization too. Because honestly, they, literally, they, no masturbation, no nothing. No sex before marriage, you out of there. You can't fornicate, none of that. You want to be an adulterer, you wear an A on your head. Like, literally, you know, they're going to put you up and as like for everybody, for the world to see, and cast shame and whatever on you. Throw stones at you. That's how they feel about it. But a lot of times the people that go to those extremes are actually the very people at the core who do those things or who advocate for those things. They just keep it all hidden and unseen. So there's a lot of corruption out here, and always what it looks like is not what it really is. Like I said, the people, wonderful people, the majority of them, but they also harbor and hide a lot of people who do terrible things. They do terrible things as long as they do their bidding. So I don't really trust those 8 men that's sitting up in them fucking seats. I don't trust them. So anyway, there's somebody here, there's some mindset that was trying to be given to you that I think you need to uproot. You may have already done it. For those of you that have, you may have these secret societies now running from you. You're frustrating their plans. You're disrupting their peace over it, not having it, frustrated. You have to also understand that some things that you went through or some things that you encountered, like I said, it's an entity. So that entity can use anybody in your life. So there are people probably currently who operate just like these entities, just like these organizations, just like these secret societies, just like these corporations. Why? Because they still have that mind controlled. You may have freed yourself from that, but they haven't. They're still running back because they don't know there is no other home. Anyway, that person, that entity, that corporation, they're getting fed up because you're frustrating their plans. Something they were intending to do is not going right. For some of you, this person is experiencing, or this situation, these people are now experiencing legal issues. We have court, we have paperwork filed. So, I don't know. Let's see. Let's get into tarot and see. What's the... Someone who's trying to control something. Someone who's trying to control something about your life. What's going on with the legal court, paperwork filed, and the devil energy, essentially. That's what the kinky ways is, the devil. Someone trying to control something. King of Wands in reverse. For some of you, this could be spiritual. Someone's going to spiritual prison. Or they're like they're in a hot seat. They're in a judgment seat. And they're mad about it. This is someone's ways. Their hidden ways are being discovered or being exposed or being seen. This is disrupting their ability to control things. There was something that they were doing behind the scenes to keep things tempered or to keep things in control. Let me see what message my son has for us. Because I literally asked him, should I do a reading? And he was like, yeah. Hey. Yeah, I felt like something was off. Yeah, baby. Hey. Wake up. Wake up. Hey. Hello. You here? I'm doing the reading. Remember I asked you, should I do a reading? Was it somebody in our energy? Pop off. Okay, I'll wait. But I'm not going to make them wait. Let me pause the video. Should I pause the video? No? You good? King of Wands. Somebody is angry because their plans are being disrupted. Something that they were trying to accomplish. Something they were trying to get in control of. Something that they were trying to do. It's not working. I feel like it was something they were trying to do to you, and it's not working. It's not working. Let's look at the legal action. I'm sorry, Liam. This has gotten really interesting. And I think that you were actually being your truth when you said, yeah, mama, do that reading. I think that this moment when you came in here acting angry and trying to disrupt things with the whining, that part, I don't think that was you. I think that was what I was just about to do, which is uncover this King of Wands and whatever this legal is. But I'm so interested that I got to finish it, okay? All right. Have a kiss. Yeah, but I don't think I want you to sit in here with me. One or the other. I don't think I want you to sit in here with me. It's not a reading for you anyway. You here? Hello? Yeah, because you know I will pause this reading and I get you together. Okay? But if you got this, then we good. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go on back and watch time. I got you as soon as I finish this reading. Okay, I know. I'm almost done. I got you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. What's legal? Court work, paperwork, filed. I'm hearing a song. Okay. Someone, your energy, someone pisses you off. Okay, see, yeah, this was what was supposed to happen to you. Someone gets under your skin, they piss you off. Someone sows these seeds of doubt. Maybe you did feed on these doubts. Maybe you did these things did manifest, even if it didn't really happen. Sometimes nothing changes in your finances, but your mindset changes. All of a sudden, you go from feeling like you got everything you need, everything's taken care of, plus you got some wiggle room, you can do this, you can do that, to just all of a sudden just worrying, not really being able to see, how can you get out of it? Nothing has fucking changed. You know what changed? Your brain. So if you didn't do that, who the fuck is interfering, right? What's the difference? And I said this is a snake. So it's hidden, it's unseen. Interference. So you may have been susceptible to this before, but you're not susceptible to it anymore. Someone can't get you in a low enough vibrational space so that their tricks, their schemes, the way that they manipulate things on the physical realm is temporary. You must have, literally, they put you in the fight or flight mode, and that means you're going to do one or the other. But if you don't choose fight and you choose flight, it means that you run from your authenticity. And guess what? They get to embody that and siphon that energy. So someone isn't getting the energy that they want or the energy that they need because they can no longer trick you or, beguile you, charm you, scheme you, scare you. There is no tactic above or below that is getting you out of your safety zone or bubble, out of your place of clarity and truth, your light. There's a devil that is big mad with the King of Wands in reverse. Now, this is going to be a justice reading. It has to be, because what's legal? Tell me about legal. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, it's not, this situation hasn't balanced out yet. The karmic scales have not balanced out yet, but it's somebody's working on it. Someone's working on it. Someone owes you. They owe you. Apprenticeship, mastery, happy employment, crafts and talent, skill, accomplishment, ambition, and skill development. Okay, someone used you. They're mad because they can't use you anymore, but they are going to, you will be paid for what you were used for. So for a lot of you, yeah, you see we have the star. Sorry about that. The star. These are things that you would have brought into your life, things that you would have accomplished, things that you would have acquired if they weren't getting in the way. And because you've become aware of this grievance with legal here, you could be showing up for yourself in life, showing up for yourself mentally, I mean, you could be in the quiet, in the dark, nobody knows, but you are standing up for yourself. I don't care how crazy it feels. I don't care what it is you have to do, but you are not allowing anything that is outside of you to distract or take you away from your internal guidance and truth. And because you are standing up for yourself, this is being seen. So there is a reckoning that is happening on the spiritual realm. It is a natural balance of the universe. Somebody owes you something and you're aware of it, so you're getting it back. Okay, so something is going to go on track with something, some kind of desire that you have here with the Star and with the Eight of Pentacles. I'm not going to lie, for some of you it's fame or fortune, money, recognition. The Star, the Star. Okay, for others of you, this could be a healing in your finances. That makes sense too with the King of Pentacles. Something was supposed to turn around for you. Something should have been much more beneficial financially than it has been. Someone has pretty much made money off of you not making money, or made money from what it is that you have not done. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This is like you were unwittingly working for someone. Or for some of you, we have third eye active. Maybe you were working for this person and they have not paid you. And you like, yeah, I think you owe me something. We have the sun and the solar plexus. This is a new version of you. I don't know who they were talking to when you initially took the job, but you hold different now. Price might have went up. Doesn't matter, but your self-worth is intact. You may have healed some kind of insecurity or some kind of feeling of deficiency, or even if you felt as if this is something you had to do, you now know that you don't have to. It's something that you do willingly, and they owe you. And this is what you see, this is what you know, and someone is working on that. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It could also be a Leo here we have. It says happy employment, apprenticeship, mastery, craft and talent, skill, accomplishment, ambition, skill development, abundance, wealth, generosity, prosperity, a solid investment, security provider, discipline, sensual and reliable. For some of you, you already have been working with this person, or this may be someone that you're actually in a relationship with. This apprenticeship, the King of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. See, this almost feels as if something was reciprocal. So this could be a payoff for the both of you. It looks like you were already working with someone. So this is someone you're working with, not working for. So they're not the ones that owe you, but it could be your connection to this person that is going to help you get what it is that you're due. Like for both of you, this could be a payout here. Both of you are due something. Yeah, the Chariot. Listening to your internal guidance. We have Cancer energy here with the Leo. We also have Libra. Cancer again in this Star energy. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and Leo is on this card. So there is some kind of fire you had to go through. There is a transformation. There could be somebody here, because I'm seeing this King of Pentacles. He's above the Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, you could be the apprentice. I think apprenticeship is like, isn't it like working for someone? Basically, you're trying to master a skill. You don't always have to get paid for it. It's like you get to learn for free. You know, that's the payment. It's, you probably would have to pay in order to learn this, but instead of having to pay to learn this, you're learning for free. So that is kind of your payment here. Okay, someone is helping you to develop certain skills. Okay, and teaching you pretty much how to move into the same seat that they're in. So the King of Pentacles, you guys can't see it, I'm sorry. Hold on. The way that I was guided to put it on the table is like this. That's why I said, like, it almost feels as if this is like a boss or something like that, but it does seem as if you guys are working together. So it's not necessarily that this person owes you. In fact, their payment to you could be the fact that you have developed certain skills